Like, shouldn't the United States be doing that? Shouldn't the United States be doing exactly what it says it's doing in the public light behind closed doors?
No.
No.
Are you a parent?
Yes.
Do you do exactly what you tell your child you're going to do?
No.
Because you're protecting your child. The U.S. government has been put in a position where the people have said, I raise my hand and I vote for you to keep me safe. There's a pyramid, a fantastic, if you don't know the pyramid, there's this pyramid that talks about the creation of a state. There's 3 levels in the pyramid. At the foundational level of the pyramid is tribalism. It's individualism, where everybody's out for themselves. This is what we were like before, when we were like cavemen. I ate what I hunted. If I was hungry, it's because I didn't hunt enough, right? I ate and I drank when I could find food. That's the base level. Everybody's out for themselves. We evolve. Societies have the opportunity to evolve into tribalism. Now let's become a tribe of 7 people, 12 people, 8 people. You're a good hunter. I'm a good gatherer. So you go hunt. I'll go gather, and then we'll come and combine our resources at the end. But I have no say how you treat your wife. You have no say how big I grow my garden. We just share resources. Second level of the pyramid, right? I'm trading my individual freedoms a little bit so that I can be part of a collective, because now I can't just take your property. In individualism, I can walk into your camp, club you over the head, and drag your wife home.
Right.
Now we're saying we're a tribe. So we're going to protect each other, but we're going to blow up every other tribe. We're going to steal their resources, make them our resources. Tribalism is the second level of that pyramid. The third evolution of that pyramid is called the creation of the state. Now, what you're doing is you're letting a state organization, a centralized organization of some sort of elected or some sort of chosen official. Maybe it's an elder, maybe it's a politician, whatever. But you're choosing to let this small organization capture the efficiencies of everybody. You're not just your resources, which, like you see with the tax base, they tax everybody. That's a collection of resources. And then in exchange for taxation, they're giving everybody security. Now there's police forces, there's military forces. They're giving everybody social welfare. Now you have, if somebody gets sick and they're too old for you to take care of, we'll take care of them. If you're homeless or you lose your job, we'll take care of you. There's environmental and like services, that infrastructure that's put on top of that. We'll take care of getting you clean running water. We'll take care of giving you electricity so you don't have to worry about those things. At the individual level, you have to worry about your own clean water and where your own power source is. At the state level, the third level of the pyramid, somebody else is doing all that for you. How are you paying for that? You're not just paying for that in taxes. You're paying for that by giving up your individual rights, your individual freedoms. That's the power of the pyramid. The higher up you go in the pyramid, the more civilized you get to live. But the cost is that you lose your individual freedoms. That's how it works in any pyramid, in any culture, anywhere. The only truly free people out there are your aboriginals in like Australia who live in groups of 2 or 3, and they spear their own wild hogs and they do whatever the hell they want to do.
Right.
But they're never going to have running water and electricity until they organize themselves into some kind of a state. So when you look at it through that way, when you look at it through that lens, you understand that everybody has to make a choice. And if you choose to live within a state, within the confines of a state organization, you're giving up your freedoms. You're voluntarily giving those things up in exchange for all the conveniences that you get, right? Wi-Fi, Netflix, running water, a paycheck every 2 weeks. You can give all that up if you want to, right, and move down the pyramid if you choose.
I see that, but how does that apply to exposing like the leaders of the state, exposing in like rot in that organization or in those higher up levels? Like when you see people, when you see bombs killing civilians.
Because lies and secrets are not the same thing. Lies and secrets are not the same thing. What WikiLeaks promised to expose was secrets, not lies. Sometimes what they exposed were lies, but those lies were intended to protect the people that the state had sworn to protect. The state had determined that these things were secret. Mm-hmm. The people had said, I choose you to keep me safe. So you, state, get to choose what secrets I get to know and what secrets I don't get to know. And I am an American citizen. I am a military veteran, and I used to work for CIA. I don't want to know all the truth. I don't. I want to know only what pertains to me, and I want to let CIA work within the confines of their secrecy so that they can prevent things that I don't even know happen, right? If you actually got a text message alert on your phone every time there was a potential terrorist attack, you would live in terror all the time. Every time our intel report comes in that says, hey, terrorists are plotting an attack in Tampa, terrorists are plotting an attack in Seminole, terrorists are planning an attack here, terrorists are going to bomb the next football game, you would be amazed at how much intelligence comes in talking about possible threats, imminent threats that are unvalidated, unfounded, that are aspirational at best because it's just not something they can actually execute on. You don't want to know that stuff. Those are secrets that need to be kept secret because they don't help us. They don't keep us safe. They make us less safe.
So you think it would have been best if we never found out that the government was secretly spying on every U.S. citizen with the Patriot Act from 9/11?
The Patriot Act's a great example. The open court system, right? The public court system in the judicial branch found that to be illegal.
Mm-hmm.
The secret court system within the intelligence community had also made a ruling on that and found it to be legal.
Be legal.
Yeah, that's how it passed the first time. Nothing gets passed in the intel world without going through a secret court first. Every branch gets a chance to comment on this stuff, right? What happened is...
But why keep it secret? You think it was best to keep that secret?
Do you know why the Patriot Act existed?
Because to find terrorists in the United States, which they never actually, there's not one report of ever finding any sort of terrorist through the Patriot Act.
There's not one public report of ever finding a terrorist through the Patriot Act.
So you think they have found lots of terrorists, but they're just not telling us about it?
Do you remember the Central Times bombing that didn't happen because they found the bomb?
No.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
In Times Square.
Oh, yes.
That's a perfect example. You know, if you were to do research on how many terrorist attacks didn't happen, instead of leaning on the media to tell you terrorist attacks that do happen, you would start to get a better picture of how effective CIA really is, right? What happens is when CIA has something that's secret that they work on, that secret has immense strategic value. Not only can they prevent something bad from happening, but they can actually hunt down the person who's creating the bad thing. So why would they make that public? In 2000, I want to say it was 2007 or 2008 maybe, the Washington Post released an article saying that they were tracking Osama bin Laden by his satellite phone. We were tracking Osama bin Laden. The dude could have been killed by 2009, but instead the Washington Post decided to leak a story that we were tracking him through a satellite phone. So guess what he did the next day? He got rid of that satellite phone. Is that in America's best interest? That's a secret, right?
Yeah.
Were the American people being lied to? Maybe. Did they have any right to know that? Maybe. Did Osama bin Laden have a right to know that? No. When you make something public to the American people, you make it public to the aggressors. You make it public to the enemy. You can't do that. Not a state that's swearing to keep you safe. They're not going to make something public that might get in the hands of the enemy. I know that people don't like hearing that, and I'm telling you right now, you can hate hearing it all you want. Go to another fucking country. Go somewhere else. If you don't like being here, you're not welcome here. Go find something else, right? America is going to keep its citizens safe by prioritizing American security above all other things, even if that means they're going to lie to your face. That's the country I want to live in, man. Keep my family safe. Let me worry about getting to work. Don't make me worry about every possible terrorist attack.